everyone, I'm Allie. Join me as I show you how to make this wicked pendant. It's nice and simple using RounDuo beads to hold in your bezel along with some seed beads and a 14mm Rivoli. If you need any of the supplies, go ahead and look below the video in the description and hit the little show more button there. It'll get you links back to our site. This can be made in so many different beautiful colors and I can't wait to see your designs. Go ahead and gather up your materials and let's get started. So to begin our design, I have my RounDuos, my 11-Os, my 15-Os in 1 and 2 colors. I've got my Rivoli here and I have a stop bead on size 6 dragon thread in the green color. I've already started because it's super repetitive, but we are going to create a repeat of 10 of our RounDuos followed by 3 of our 11-O seed beads. When we do the 3 11-O seed beads, we are going to sew back through one of them, bead number 1, and we are going to create some right angle units that are going to sit to the front and to the back in order to hold our Rivoli in place. This is going to sit as a bezel, and bend towards it. So to begin here, we are going to be using about 4 feet of thread. And I have a size 11 needle. Again, we do the same thing 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And here's number 10. Putting on a RounDuo bead, same thing right after that stop bead. And 1, 2, 3, and 4 of our 11-O seed beads. We're going to take our needle and thread back through bead number 1, out toward bead number 2. And we do that the whole way along the project. Pushing that down right next to the last RounDuo bead, and then until you get 10 of them, doing it 10 times. From here, once you're done with them, we're going to go into that first RounDuo bead right after the stop bead, locking this into shape to create my bezel. As I do so then, I'm going to go through my next 11-O seed bead, through my next RounDuo bead, just staying on the interior kind of to lock it into place. From here, I'm going to go into the first 11-O seed bead right after that RounDuo, and I'm going to step up so that way I'm coming out of the top of the bead. When you're coming out the top of the bead, we are going to grab 2 of our 15-Os in our silver color, and we're going to sew over to the next top 15 or to the next top 11 in that pink color. That's going to pull those beads in towards the center, kind of cupping the RounDuo. 2 more 15s go on, go over to the next one here. Make sure that stop bead just kind of gets out of the way. And when you're sewing through, you want to make sure that you're sewing through the top bead and that you're sewing through in the correct direction. So here, this one just needs to be pulled a tiny bit tighter. There we go. And then as that bead sits up, you're going into the top bead and around toward the front. And see how what's going to happen is we're creating that front bezel, 2 beads into that top bead of that right angle weave unit. And this is all going to go towards the front. Oops. And combine. So there I have 4 of them combined, and we're going to continue on adding 2 beads between each of our right angle units, kind of turning those little units in towards the center. If you have a bigger Rivoli, make sure that you comment and let us know exactly how many RounDuos you did to bring that in towards the center and to hold your Rivoli in place. Going around here, you can see it's really starting to take shape. In towards that bead. And then because this is the center of a Rivoli, what we are going to do in a bezel, we are going to reinforce and go through all of these beads one more time. The 2 that we put on, as well as the ones that we're connecting. I always like to put an additional line of thread through the front of any of my bezels and the back of my bezels as well, just for a little bit of added security that you don't lose your stone. You can do this same technique as well with gemstones, with flat back pearls, and with any sort of cabochon. Going through here, reinforcing, and getting that to sit nice and tight. So you can see that look here of the 2 beads in between each. That's going to sit right over the top there of our Rivoli as we make it shine on the outside with our RounDuos. From here, what we're going to do is go up into the design after coming out of one of the 11s. We're going to go into our 11OC bead here at the opposite side. The 11OC bead at the opposite side, we're going to do another right angle unit. So we're going to do 1 and 2 and 3 11OC beads. And so back into that same 11OC bead that your thread was coming out of. This right angle unit will go towards the back of the design. To get to the next one, go through the RounDuo and out through the next 11O. Add 1, 2, 3 beads on. Circle back through the 11OC bead that your thread is currently coming through, and then through the next RounDuo. Again, once you come out through those, push that towards the back, and you can see those just hanging out there right along the back, ready to be pulled towards the back with their 2mm beads as well. Once you're putting on the last of your little secondary right angle weave unit here, you can see how these just kind of sit towards the back. I've got my Rivoli ready to go in, and I'm going to pull these all towards the front. So I'm coming out here next to my 11OC bead that I did the picot or the right angle weave on first, and I'm going to go through the 11OC bead. I'm going to go through the bead number 1 and out bead number 2, which is going to be right there at the top. Once again, 1 and 2 of my 15Os, go over to the next one, pulling in towards the center and folding that right angle weave down in. 1 and 2, going in, making sure it's twisted correctly, that you're facing the right way. 2 beads go in, and you're basically going to have the mirror image on both sides of the Rivoli. Circling around, go ahead, do all of your beads in there, pulling that Rivoli into place, and then we'll get ready to reinforce, going around one more time, and then we get to decorate. Once you've got this simple Rivoli in place, and if you want to and you just need a 5mm bead, you don't want to decorate, you don't have to. I love how simple and easy this is, but we are totally going to take advantage of that second hole of our RounDuos. Once you go around twice, we're going to go through the right angle weave there, right along the middle, through the 11 that sits between the RounDuos, and we're going to come out through a RounDuo. Nice tight pull there, and we are going to step up into hole number 2 of our RounDuo bead. Coming out of that second hole, you can see us expanding outward. I've already done 4 of my little peaks. We're going to continue on. 1, 15 in the pink color, followed by 1, 2, 3, and 4, just like we've been doing. We're going to make a right angle unit. Going back through bead number 1, pulling that down close towards the 15O, grabbing another 15O and into the second hole of the next RounDuo bead. And that is going to be the process the whole way around. So it can be a little bit confusing when you use 2 of the same color beads, but sometimes I feel like it is very necessary to get the look that you're trying to achieve. So going in here, I know it can be a little hard. After you do the 4 11s, do a 15 and through the next RounDuo. So same color, 15, 1, 2, 3, and 4 of my 11Os. Let them fall down next to our bead. Back through bead number 1. Pull that nice and tight. Add a 15 and through my next RounDuo. Couple more to do to finish up that little right angle weave picot trim on the exterior. Once you're done with your trim beads there, all you need to do is go in and get your thread and needle back to the center to take off that stop bead and tie off. And then we're going to use some crystals and 11/0s to, along with our pink beads, to do our chain for our necklace. To complete my pendant design, I just used some 7, or you can use 49 strand 0.8 beading wire and 0.18. And I made the sides match using 3 of my 11/0s in that same silver color, along with 11/0 in the pink, the 4mm or 3mm bicone that kind of matches the center, and then continued that pattern. When I get to the other side, I put on a crimp tube here. I'm going to let the crimp tube lie down next to the beads. I grab the alternate side of my clasp, and I'm just using a really, really simple ball and hitch clasp. Taking the wire back through the crimp tube. If you can take it back through some of your seed beads. If you're using seed beads or bigger beads, you can take it back through. I'm not going to worry about it. I am taking it back through just the crimp tube. It's a nice lightweight necklace. Going to pull that wire through the crimp tube, go in and do a flat crimp, and then I'm going to follow that up with some of my pliers, cutting down close, and then right there at the ends, right over your crimp tubes, you're going to go in and you're going to use crimp covers. Crimp covers work like little tiny clamshells. They go over top of the crimp tube. They're going to lay with the hole parallel to the crimp tube. You simply put it over top, and it's going to just look like one of my RounDuo beads in there. Hold it there. I'm going to close it up just with a nice little tight pinch. Oops. I'm going to undo my end here so it's not annoying me. There we go. Much easier. Go ahead and put that back in there. Put that back on and then close it up. If you have nylon jaw pliers, I promise it's not this hard. Of course, when I'm recording is when it's difficult in there. All right, in it goes. Go ahead in and just close that up to look like a round bead. I'm going to do the same thing to the other side, going in right around that crimp tube, sticking my knot cover on there, or the crimp cover on there, closing it up right around to finish up the design. Sometimes the simplest designs are the prettiest, and you don't need to do much, just stringing straight through the end of that pendant to finish out your beautiful design. Thanks so much for joining me in creating this wicked pendant. It's really fun to see how the RounDuos take shape and form the perfect bezel for you to go in and bezel around a 14mm Rivoli. Remember to share your photos of your different colors in our Facebook group for beading and jewelry making. We would love to see them there. That way you help out other community members that are thinking about making the project. It's so simple, and I know you'll want to make a couple. Remember, if you do need any supplies, look below the video in the description to get links back to our website. And if you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss anything from us here at Potomac Beads. Thanks so much for watching, and stay tuned for more inspirational designs.